I want to welcome you to the course. And when I go to a new website, I am perpetually confused. And so I thought since class opens in a week, I'd go ahead and send you a little tutorial and let you take a look at the course before you enter the course. And that way it'll make it a little bit easier whenever the time comes to log in. So let's take a look at the course together and go over a couple things real quick. I'm showing you this from the computer's point of view. I don't know what it looks like on a phone, so I'm going to show you on the computer that we're required to have for this course what the course looks like. When you log in the course, you will see that you're on the home page, and this is where you see your announcements. I send out a little reminder every Saturday showing you what's coming up for the week. You'll receive that in your email once a week. The modules, let's go over there and look at those in a second. This is where you can see your assignments. You can see the discussion boards. You can see the syllabus, your grade center, the library. We are so lucky to have this fabulous library, I can't tell you. Online student readiness tutorials and an online tutoring. Okay, so let's go over here and take a look at these modules. First things first is we're going to embrace your brilliance. You're going to learn how you learn, and that is so important to be successful in the course. I want to prove to you that you're brilliant. I hear from students so often, I'm not good at English, I never was good at English, I don't know how to write a paper, and I always say the same thing. You haven't given me a chance. So I want you to give me a chance to prove to you just how brilliant you are. And your job is to follow all of the directions in the course, study all of the pages, and so forth. So that's where we start. When you see the magical word submit here, that means something is due and something will be submitted. You'll also see that in your calendar, and you'll see what's due. But around what's due are always pages to have studied. From here we go to the study module, and you see the office hours for me. Now you see something else on this page that looks kind of strange. Lock your choices. What does that mean, lock your choices? Well, let's look together. You are locking choices because I believe that it is important that students study things that are important to them, that they enjoy learning. Not everybody wants to read the Scarlet Letter, and not everybody's interested in some of the other literature that everyone is going to read together. I don't do it that way. I want you to choose from lists of appropriate titles and images the information that you want to study. So this is where you go to lock that title, because we're not going to have 20 people writing on the same thing. We have one topic per person. So let's look at these classics. That's coming up later on in the semester. And so this is the list. And when you look at the list, you will find so many choices that you can make that you want to set out some time to look over the list. You'll be able to scroll down here and you find, if you like to write on stage plays, there's an entire list. You can choose one from that. If you like novels, whatever you like, look through here and see what sounds good. Once you click on it, you'll be able to go and see that title. When you have made your selection of what you would like to study for that classics essay, as you can see, you've got so many choices here. I love all these choices, and they're only good ones. Then you simply click the reply button, type in your name and the title that you're locking, and click submit. That's it. Back over here in the modules, I see that these are the course study documents. We don't have a textbook for this course. Everything you need to know is located in these study documents. And I realize the assignments are all very creative, but they do measure whether or not you have studied these pages. And now you have your assignments. Do you see this is week 1? There's the date, and this is what's happening that week. Next, we have week 2. This is a brand new module that I've created. I think that there is such a calling for media content, and there are some areas of writing that I don't see explored enough in education, one of which is writing short, humorous works. There is such a call for that content. One of these exercises, brand new assignment that I just created. It's a memes assignment, or as my generation would say, memes. And there are other assignments for that week, so we cover that. And then we go on and so forth. Remember that classics that I just told you about? Well, this is where we go through and we do the assignment that's attached to that topic that we locked. Down here at the end is a creative essay. And that creative essay is where you select one of the pictures that you are given. You've already locked that down in the discussion board back from that very first lock that I showed you. And you write a wonderful essay about that picture. It's a narrative essay. You're going to tell a story. And there are some very specific instructions for how exactly you will tell that story to measure those competencies. And you will see those in tutorials for those of you who are visual learners. You will also see that in written explanation for those of you who are more adept to written instructions. There's content delivery for each learning style. There are 3 submissions for this particular assignment. One is this assignment, which teaches you how to use research in writing fiction. The next is your proposal for that final essay. And the third part of that assignment is the essay itself. One of the things that I want to point out to you that I'd like you to look at first when you first log into the course is the student privacy policy. That is located up here at the beginning of the course. And I want to make sure that everybody understands that this is the legal limits of what students should or can submit regarding their personal private lives. If you need an extra 24 hours for something, which I hope you won't because this is a very fast course and we don't have time to backpedal. But if you do, if something comes up in your life and you need that and it's an assignment that can handle an extra 24 hours, then you would let me know 24 hours from before that you needed it. Simply your name, the assignment that you need an extension for, and that's it. I don't need to know anything about your personal life, what is going on with you. I believe you. If you say you need 24 hours, I believe you. Either I can let that happen, or if it's towards the end of the semester, or it's the midterm exam or something, I can't let that happen. But I just want to make sure that you understand that this is legal, and this is where you can go and check out those documents if you're interested in that. So that concludes this little tutorial. I'm super excited about the course and delighted to meet you and prove to you just how brilliant you are. See you Monday.